So when you got that money, what was your thoughts? What was your aha moment?
Well, everything went directly to my 401k because I funded with my 401k. So I didn't go off and like celebrate besides with like a glass of champagne, right?
But did you feel like, okay, this is actually really going to work? When did you feel that you were in the right path and you were doing the right things? At what moment did you realize this is it?
Yeah, I guess when we got that check, right? Like this is good. So when I started, about a year ago, I had rolled everything to a self-directed. The market started going down. I was like, I made all the right choices at all the right time, right? So I knew you can't enter into something without having confidence in yourself. So I knew it was going to work. It just felt good to actually see that check.
So with my first check, I just missed 1 0 because I made 10,000 and I was like, oh my goodness, how many more doors, how many more deals can I get? You got 100K. And I'm like, I celebrate with 10,000 because it doesn't really matter how much money you make on your first deal. It does bring you to reality. I am in the right path. It does work. And you can count the amount of weeks or months that you put in on that and you made that money versus if you're actually working on your previous work, how long would that take for you to make 100K?
Exactly.
Or even my $10,000. So, and I think we can always celebrate, I'm like, oh shoot, I wish I would have had an extra 0 there like yours. But I remember being the happiest I can be with my $10,000. That was huge for me at the time.
Right. It's just getting started. Every step forward is a step forward.
And you can always add on the next deal on your next deal. So there's always that possibility. What is your background as career-wise?
I'm also an independent executive consultant. So I work in people operations, which people know as human resources for small and mid-market businesses. So people that want to become the next Fortune 500 and they just need a little help to get there, right? Those kind of companies.
Would you go back today to college to get that career knowing what you know about real estate today?
If I'd known, I probably would have gone more economics and gone straight into the real estate. If there was a way I could dial it back and go in from day one, absolutely.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
3 kids. What are the things that, being a parent, we change direction every single day, redirecting them and make sure they get to their destination. But what are the things that you hope or wish for your kids in terms of career in college? Because you went to college, I didn't. That you would like to give it back to them for them to have more options?
Yeah, so I always emphasize I want them to be happy, right? So pick something where you will be happy in life, but also what will make you happy. Like what kind of house do you want to live in? Do you want to travel? Do you want to be able to do X, Y things? I knew going into college that I didn't want to sit at a desk for 40, 45 hours a week. I did it for a certain period of time to show that I had valuable skills, but I knew as soon as possible I was getting out and I was consulting. And I did that so I could spend time with my family. So everybody has different values. And for my kids, I establish, know who you are, know your values, and then pick your career based on that. And I am trying to teach them about real estate, but I'm mom. So hopefully
they will have their own remote.
Yeah.
They will go to the direction that they feel like. Of my older son, he's like, yep, this is it. My younger son, he's my little Latino stubborn. He doesn't want anything to do with real estate. So I did told him, let me know where you're going for college, and I'm gonna go buy the house or the building.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to pay my rent.
Yep.
And you want to live with your buddies, that's awesome. But you guys are going to pay my rent. And like, no. I'm like, you're going to pay rent to someone, so might as well pay rent for me. So he didn't like that. So like, fine, I'll just buy that one. I'm like, great. You're going to live somewhere. You're going to pay rent to someone, so might as well pay mine.
Absolutely.
And he doesn't like that. So he's like, okay, fine. I'm just going to buy that one. Another one that I took him to gym the other day, we did brainstorm, how does he wants to live and which kind of car that he wants to drive. He wants to drive a Lamborghini. I'm like, oh, that sounds fantastic. How much does a Lamborghini cost?
Yes.
and he knows exactly the one that he wants, that I don't remember the detail because it's too complicated. But I know it's expensive.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, now how are you going to afford it?
Mhm.
And he wants a house on the lake. He doesn't know
Mhm.
which lake yet.
He just wants to look at water.
He wants to live in the lake. And I said, how
Mhm.
much do you think you need to have that house and then to afford that house? And then come down, which career can he actually go to school to be able to afford his lifestyle?
Mhm.